morning. Can you hear me okay? We have a new setup, obviously, this morning, so I appreciate your patience. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
All right. Hello, my name is Corinna Whitaker-Lewis. My pronouns are she, her, and I serve San Gabriel as your Director of Religious Education. The piano music you just heard is your signal to settle into your seats and prepare for the start of our worship service. Before we begin, I have a few quick announcements, and I hope you received one of our Sunday handouts. We have water ceremony or communion next week, which is a special UU ritual. Please check the messenger for more details on how to participate in that. We will have a potluck afterwards, and there are instructions about that according to your last name, so please look at that too. And I want to encourage you to think about joining the online workshop about trans inclusion. We have trans care packages that we are preparing after service today. I hope you stick around for that. And also, Rev Jamie is with us this morning, and they are also encouraging everyone to join them in a Mistakes and Miracles common book read that we are doing. So please look over those announcements and realize that at San Gabriel, there's a lot more going on than just what we do here on a Sunday morning. All right, let us begin. And I'm going to start by signaling our sacred time together with a little sound. Are you ready, Asher? Here it goes. Hold it close to my mic. Good morning and welcome to San Gabriel Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. Whether you are here in the sanctuary or watching from home, we are so glad you are here. San Gabriel is a member congregation of the Unitarian Universalist Association, and there are over 1,000 UU congregations in the United States. All of us together are working for a just, peaceful, and sustainable world. Sustaining each other here in community is the first step down the long road of that important work. If you would like to know more about us and learn about upcoming events, please go to our website and sign up for our newsletter. Please know that whoever you are, wherever you are from, whomever you love, wherever you are on life's journey, you are welcome here. I want to encourage people to come forward. We have space in the very brave front row right here. There are toys up front to play with. There are things to do. Hush is our child care provider. They can help folks, and we also have activity bags in the back for people who like to keep their hands busy while they are listening. But we're going to greet today in song now. You can stay seated. Our opening hymn is Gathered Here. It's number 389 in the gray hymnal, but we're going to be singing along to a video, and the lyrics will be in the video. We're going to stay seated, and it's a round. I'm going to let Jackie describe what we're going to do.
Okay, as soon as the video starts, we sing along all the music. And then we'll split in half. And after that, I'll point to this half, and it's time. And then soon after, point to this half. And your voices are represented in the video. Here we go again.
Fabulous. Good job. All right. As we light our chalice, we create sacred space together. I call you into this time of connection within and among and beyond with the words of Reverend Allison Palm. We gather this morning on the brink of a new congregational year. Some of us come fresh from summer adventures, from wind and waves and sunshine. Some of us come broken down from summer losses, from tears and pain and heartache. Some of us come renewed from summer rest, from peace and solitude and contemplation. Some of us come wearied from summer monotony, from work and heat and sameness. Whoever you are, wherever you come from, whatever gifts and needs you bring, you are welcome here. So I need some help lighting this chalice. Do you want to try and help light the chalice? You might need your hands. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to count to 3, and then on the count of 3, we're going to clap. Are you ready? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, clap. Yay! And now it's lit. Awesome job. Our chalice is lit. So we are trying something new today. Look at us sitting in our circle, and me down here with you. We are going to shorten our worship service so we can offer more time for religious education, whether that's a discussion group for adults or an activity for our children. If you lead a connection group or a book club or want to start an adult religious education class, you will have built-in time on these RE Sundays to do that. We're going to try this through December and then revisit, so be thinking on that. But we will still have a Wonder Box because as your religious educator, I always hope the Wonder Box is a way to deepen our learning from one another. There are many things in life that are unknowable, but hopefully not what is in this Wonder Box. So I'm shaking it. I would love to hear what your guesses are, what you think might. Something from Margaritaville. You know, he wrote that song in Austin. Any other guesses as to what might be in here? Crayons. You have a guess of what might be in here? The letter C. Anything else? All right, who's going to help me open it? You want to open it? You want to try? All right, let's see what's in there. What is that? Oh my goodness, we are hoping, aren't we? Don't we all wish we could use an umbrella these days? Can I see? Let's see. All right, I think this is how you do it. Comes all the way. Who's superstitious? It's a nice polka dotted one. What is that? We haven't seen one of these in forever, right? It's been such a long time. How could we do that? All right, what does that make you think of? Something you haven't seen in a really long time. Anything else? Rain? Shade. Any other thoughts about umbrellas? Snow? Wow. Precipitation of all kinds. Protection. All right, let's see what our story has to say. Annika, you want to come? This is our story today. And I know you can read this. What does it say on the front? The Big Umbrella. And it's written by Amy June Bates with her daughter, Juniper. And it was published by Simon & Schuster. By the front door there is an umbrella. Yeah. It is big. It is a big, friendly umbrella. It likes to help. So there's some sun and leaves here. It's not quite raining, but also raining too. It likes to spread its arms wide. It loves to give shelter. It loves to gather people in. It doesn't matter if you are tall, I'm tall, or hairy. Who's hairy? Or plaid. Who's got some plaid on today? Anybody got plaid on? Not quite the right time of year. It doesn't matter how many legs you have. Some people worry that there won't be enough room under the big umbrella. But the amazing thing is, I know, look how amazing, and here comes some sun too. There is always room. Is it a magical umbrella? Yeah, it is. I thought about putting this aside, and I forgot. We can put it over here for right now. All right. There it is. All right. So welcome is the theme this month, and I love it that our sign out front, which was crowdsourced by our congregation a few Sundays ago, we did a little, what would you want to put out on the sign? And welcome certainly was something that a lot of folks wanted to make sure that we advertise to everybody. So Soul Matters is a curriculum developed by UU religious professionals for use in worship, religious education, at home and in small groups. And each month presents a new theme. And this year, most of the themes will reflect our values as they are expressed in what we hope will become the new Article 2 of our UUA bylaws, where our denominational understanding of our purpose and mission reside, and with the core value of love at the center, surrounded by generosity, pluralism, interdependence, equity, transformation, and justice. But this month, our theme, as befitting this time of return to one another to the church year, is welcome. And the story we heard about the big umbrella that just grows and grows was suggested by that Soul Matters curriculum to share with you today. But it is not new to us, and I shared that story back in February of last year, and before that, way back in 2019. And I guess it is a repeat performer because it expresses so well what we hope to accomplish here at San Gabriel. Welcome for all. And I'm so happy again that we had that captured by our sign today. It's also something we say every Sunday at the beginning of our sacred time together. And do you think you know that by heart now? The part where we say, whoever you are, wherever you are from, whomever you love, wherever you are on life's journey, you are welcome here. What do those words mean to you? How is it an expression of who we are as Unitarian Universalists? The Soul Matters packet, the little curriculum, and I have an example of one that we send to families. It offers an interesting introduction, and I'm just going to read this to you. It seems to go without saying, to be welcoming, we've got to think big. And it was a big umbrella, right? Notice how often we speak about widening the circle and making more room. We place a priority on expanding our minds by welcoming new experiences and new ideas. Those that help usher in love are big-hearted. Those who help us welcome change are the ones with the big idea. Ask someone what image goes with welcoming, and they will surely say that it is a person with open arms. So bigness, yes, let's be sure to follow that road. But what about the smaller trail, the one that runs right alongside the wide road, the one harder to notice and certainly hard to travel, the one that whispers, "Don't forget the work of becoming smaller"? This is what really piqued my interest and I thought was interesting. We're learning that this path must be traversed as well. For instance, those of us who are white are realizing that to truly welcome diversity, we must shrink and decenter our voices. We long-timers are discovering that welcoming newcomers requires right-sizing our needs and putting our preferences second. The tree huggers have been telling us for years, and I'm one of those people, that we can't save the wider world without shrinking our wants. The spiritual masters remind us that feeling at home in the universe demands that we see ourselves as a tiny part of a greater whole, rather than believing that the whole world revolves around us. The brilliant confess that their secret is the smallness of humility and the willingness to admit when they are wrong. And isn't it downsizing and living simply that allows us to welcome in more experience, adventure, and peace? Of course, there's also the work of downsizing our egos enough to admit mistakes. Without that, how can we ever welcome in forgiveness and the work of repair? Bottom line, there is a deep spiritual connection between the smallness of self, making ourselves small, and the expansiveness of relationship. It's a curious and wonderful truth. The road to a wider welcome often starts by limiting our own size. By becoming smaller, we paradoxically are able to welcome in and receive the gift of more. So friends, as you journey this month, think big, but also stay small. So I could not have said that any better, so many, many thanks to our Soul Matters authors for that beautiful and complex interpretation of welcome. And when we end worship today and move to our discussion groups, I have several little quotes and questions that will help further your thinking in response to this. All right, we can pause here and take a moment for reflection on how we, as you use, offer welcome. Certainly one way is by listening to each other as we do in sharing of joys and gratitudes, concerns and sorrows. So we are already seated. We can settle in a little more and give each other the gift of attention. Now is a time for sharing how you are feeling, what is on your heart, what joy or gratitude you want to lift up, or what pain or concern you want to ease through sharing. We can create a circle of caring together. So I have a microphone. Is there anyone who would like to share a joy or a sorrow this morning? All right, I'm going to ask. Maybe you can come forward, Vivian, if you don't mind. You can pass that back to her.
Okay, this is on? Okay. My name is Vivian Stidvin, and I wanted to present a concern this morning. My sister-in-law, whose name is Debbie, this is Tom's sister, has discovered that she has stage 4 colon cancer and is undergoing some pretty severe treatments with that. And so I would just like everyone to please remember her. She is, of course, scared to death, and I think that our thoughts and so on sent her way would be very helpful and very welcome to her. Thanks.
Good morning, Michelle. I'd like to express gratitude. Gratitude to our board of directors and employees who spent a good portion of their day here yesterday at a retreat. So gratitude, thank you for your time, your energy, and your efforts to continue the leadership for us. And I'd like to lift up a little concern for one of our local businessmen in the downtown Georgetown Square, Ken's Guitars. I noticed in the newspaper he suffered a little stroke. They're doing some fundraising for him. So if you're down on the square and you feel like you want to pop in there and give him a good word or a little donation, but just concern for our local people.
I would like to bring some joy here. So I was able to be given the honor of being student council president, and I'm really excited because we just had our interest meeting and we got around 50 people to join, and I'm super excited to see people getting involved in the school and a lot of youth just excited to find joy in helping. And we're planning on doing a first responder drive in I think October or November, so I'm really excited about that.
Frank, I think Frank went.
I have a concern. My oldest son, about 10 years ago, lost most of his hearing in his left ear. Several months ago, he started developing tinnitus, and it's just getting worse. He's been to several specialists. He finally went to one last week. He's getting a new hearing aid on Wednesday, and we're really hoping that helps a lot. It's supposed to address the tinnitus and some of the hearing loss. But he's been on antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications, etc., and he's really freaked out about the whole situation. So I would appreciate it if you would hold him up in your thoughts and your prayers. I know he would appreciate it.
I'll pass it.
Hi, my name's Sarah Smith. I just want to lift up a big gratitude. I thought we had slipped on this one project, and it was one of those things where, oh, we'll get to it, and it never gets done. But yesterday, after we finished the retreat over in the fellowship house, I came over here, and no less than 3 grown adults had crammed themselves in a yellow bathroom installing a changing table. And just thank you so much for getting that done. That was Michelle, was it Lou, and John Shaw, yes. So thank you to all of them.
Hi, my name is Clara Dugan, and I am joyful that we have so many visitors here today. And I know you're looking around and saying you don't know anybody or any of their backgrounds, but they are very, very welcoming. So I hope you stay around for coffee and get to know them a little bit.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
All right. Let's take a deep breath
and pause and reflect in prayer and meditation on the sorrows of family struggling with health, for those in the community that we want to support, and for this planet and our continuing concern and care about the health of our home. And we lift up the gratitude and joy we have and the support we give one another in sharing this community together, and the happiness that we have for those of us who are doing amazing things in our lives and making the world a better place. May it be so, and amen.
I also want to offer, as a celebration of this weekend of Labor Day, some words adapted from the writing of UU minister Megan Visser. We entered this sanctuary for kindness and comfort. May rough-worn hands and aching backs be healed. We entered this sanctuary of hope for equality. May those who labor to survive live to know justice. We entered this sanctuary of love and vocation. May our bonds of solidarity be strengthened. And we entered this sanctuary of courage and friendship. May we proceed hand in hand toward freedom. Thank you again for all your joys and for your concerns. We feel empathy and compassion. For all that remains unspoken, may the caring of this community offer a deep space of kindness and care. All right, as a meditation on the joys and sorrows we just heard, we are going to now sing number 1017 in the Teal hymnal, We Are Building a New Way. We will have another video we can sing along to, and it has verses 1, 3, and 4, and verse 1 repeated at the end.
We are building a new way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way, feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way.
fabulous video done because of COVID, when we could not meet in person. All right, we take an offering. Oh, I can do it again. We take an offering each week to sustain this place that we call home and to support the work of our fellowship. If this is your first time here, please feel free to let that plate pass you by. Your presence this morning is a wonderful gift in and of itself, so thank you for coming. The offertory music, thank you, Jackie, is Welcome Back, written by John Sebastian. The offering will now be gratefully received, and we thank you. You date yourself if you recognize that song. We close our sacred time together when we extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the chalice inside of our hearts, which serves as a beacon of hope. Emboldened by its blaze, we are reminded that our strength as prophetic and powerful people is found when we come together at San Gabriel, which is here in Georgetown to stay, no matter what may come our way. I'm like, where's my remote? Thank you, Rev Jamie, for those words. Are we ready to turn it off? Are ready? One, you gonna clap? 1, 2, 3. Awesome job. All right, so again, make sure to remind yourself of the announcements that are in our little handout. We have tables set up in the back for a couple different activities. We have coffee and conversation or coffee and snacks that you can go grab. And then we have some tables for people who want to further discuss the theme of welcome with some questions. And then we also have a take-home chalice that you can make with blackboard paint on the outside, and you can decorate it with chalk and then change that as you want. And then we also have the TransCare package project that we are putting together. This was a special request from our UU congregations in Florida to send care packages for their trans teens who are so in need right now. So we're going to put those together. If you'd like to make a donation to help with shipping costs, you can do that. But there's a little assembly table for that project there as well. Do you have any other words about that? No. All right. So we can adjourn to these different things. I'm going to put the questions on the tables. Hi, Sylvia. It's so good to see y'all. Thank you so much for coming. It's been a long time.